Basically, when you're climbing a mountain, हर पल एक टेस्ट की तरह होता है. आपको हर मोमेंट में सही फैसले लेने हैं. मुश्किल रास्तों पर, रफ टेरेन में आपका शरीर भी आपका साथ छोड़ सकता है. आपकी सारी एनर्जी आपके गोल पे फोकस करने के अलावा आपकी बॉडी को कन्विंस करने में खत्म हो जाती है और ये आप अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते. Stamina building is basically a process which takes place in two directions. One is breathing and the second one is muscle endurance. In breathing, I primarily I practice a lot of yoga, but apart from that, doing 18 kilometers of running in a week for about 5 times. There's also 70 kilometers of cycling. Then I'm also clocking another uphill running distance about 4 times in the gym. The second bit, which is the muscle endurance, I built a climbing wall in my house to simulate the same kind of stress which my muscle has to undergo while I'm climbing an 8,000 meter mountain. And I try and spend the most amount of time which I can on the wall. For the lack of oxygen on a mountain, I practice yoga. Every day I practice Anulom Vilom, Kapal Bharti and basic pranic breathing. There is only a certain limit which I can reach to at the physical level. So I have to focus on my breath through yoga, through basic breathing practices. On base camp, I'm going to be having to carry my minus 60 degrees sleeping bag. I'll be carrying my down suit and I'll be carrying a down jacket. There's going to be some about 10 kgs of down gear. I'll have about technical iron gear which includes crampons, ice axes, carabiners, slings, harness, helmet. It's all going to be somewhere about another 10 kilos. I think the fourth one will be all my rations. So that will be somewhere weighing about 7 to 8 kilos more. In a total, somewhere between 25 to 30 kilos is what I'll be carrying up on Kanchanjangha. Basically, when you're in the mountains, you need to have a very good knowledge bank on how to read the weather. So towards the planning, towards the end of the expedition, there's this very important phase called the summit push, where we need to access the above 8,000 meter mark on all mountains. And this has to happen in a very specific window date. So the summit window generally comes like, some years it will come for like 2 days, 3 days when the winds are as low before the monsoon starts hitting the mountain. That's when we know that, okay, it's now or never, we better rush up to the summit. कंचनजंगा पे खास करके the summit push is extremely long because जो last camp है वो 7,600 meters पे लगता है and the highest point of this mountain is almost at 8,586 meters, which is almost 8,600 meters. So you almost have to gain 1,000 meters in one night, which is very, very, very difficult at that altitude. This we have to cover in almost 18 hours because beyond that the weather will start to turn bad. As soon as the 5th afternoon starts kicking in, hopefully हम लोगों ने कंचनजंगा के शिखर पर इंडिया का झंडा लहरा लिया होगा और हम लोग सेफली वहां से नीचे उतरना शुरू कर दिए होंगे. After 18 hours of climbing up, another 6 hours coming down, we cannot stop there anymore. So 24 hours more after 5.5 days. But up there, I think these are the moments when I start feeling alive. इन्हीं लम्हों में मुझे कुछ एक ऐसी मेमोरी याद रहती है जो मुझे यहाँ पे ट्रेनिंग में भी मुझे मोटिवेट करती है. Sometimes the mountain is so demanding. It's a slow and very, very tedious process. I want the world to remember that it does not depend on where you come from or what you have or where you are. If you're still breathing every day, you're far more luckier than most people who are dead last night. Live by this and never limit yourself.